Hi, good afternoon students. How are you? I hope all are fine at home. Okay, now we can discuss the another topic in integers. We can add, subtract and multiply in integers. Let's us now learn how to divide in integers. Division of integers. Let's consider an example. Integers 15 and 5. Both of them are positive integer, then we can easily divide in this number 15 by 5. The answer is 3. 15 has 5. 3 times the answer is 3. Okay, now in this case consider minus 15 and 5. Minus 15 is an example for negative integer and 5 is a positive integer. Then how can divide? Minus 15 divides 5. We first divides as a whole numbers, which means if we divide 15 by 5, the answer is 3 and put a minus sign before the quotient or before the answer. We simply divide the number 15 by 5, the answer is 3 and put a negative sign before the answer. At that way we can find, consider 15 and minus 5. 15 and minus 5. Then how can divide? 15 divides minus 5. We first divides as a whole number. 15 by 5 is 3 and put a negative sign before the answer. The another example, consider minus 24. Minus 20 is negative and 4 is positive. Minus 20 divides 4. What's answer? First we divide these numbers as a whole number or normal. 20 by 4. 20 has 4 5 times. The answer is 5 and put a negative sign before the answer. Consider 20 minus 4. 20 divides minus 4. We simply divide in these numbers. 20 by 4 is 5 and put a negative sign. We get minus 5. So, when we divide a positive integer by a negative integer or negative integer by a positive integer, the first case minus 20 divides 4 or 20 divides minus 4. In both cases, we first divide them as whole numbers and put a negative sign or minus sign before the answer. Once more, if the numerator or denominator or any one of them is positive and another one is negative, we simply divide them as a whole number and put a negative sign before the answer or before the quotient. Isn't it? When we divide a positive integer by a negative integer or negative integer by a positive integer, in both cases, if minus 20 divides 4 or 20 divides minus 4, in both cases, we first divide them as whole numbers. We simply divide whole numbers. 20 by 4, the answer is 5. And the next case 20 by 4, the answer is 5. And put a minus sign before the answer. Then we get the answer as minus 5. Isn't it? Okay, now the another example, consider minus 6 minus 2. Minus 6 minus 2. Both of them are negative integers. Okay. Both of them are negative integers. Then how can divide? Minus 6 divides minus 2. We first divide them as whole numbers. 6 by 2. The answer is 3. 6 has 2. 3 times the answer is 3. And put a positive sign before the answer. You must think, if both numbers or both integers are negative, we get a positive answer. In your previous slide, we discussed about one of them is positive and another one is negative. We get a negative answer. In this case, both of them are negative integers. We get the positive answer. Okay, consider another example. Minus 32 minus 8. Both of them are negative integers. Then how can divide? We first simply divide as a whole number. 32 by 8 is 4 and put a positive sign before the answer. 32 by 8 is 4 and put a positive sign. We get positive 4 or 4. Okay, now let's check the properties of division of integers. The first property is closure under division. The first example, minus 8 divides 2. First one is negative and second one is positive. We simply divide as whole numbers. 8 by 2 is 4 and put a negative sign. We get the answer as minus 4. But in this case, minus 3 divides 2. We simply divide as whole number is 3 by 2 and put a negative sign, we get minus 3 by 2. Is not an integer. Minus 3 by 2 is not an integer. Okay, the next case, minus 4 divides 3. We simply divides as whole number 4 by 3 and put a negative sign for minus, we get minus 4 by 3 is not a negative integer or integer. So integers are not closed under division. Okay, closure property is not satisfied in division of integers. Okay, the next property is commutative property. Okay, commutative property under division. Consider two integers, minus 8, minus 4 are integers. Then how can divide minus 8 divides minus 4? Both of them are negative integers. We simply divide as whole number. 8 by 4 is 2 and put a positive sign because both of them are negative integers. We get the answer as 2. But in the reverse order, minus 4 divides minus 8. Minus 4 divides minus 8. 4 by 8 is 1 by 2 and put a positive sign because both of them are negative integers. We get 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not equal to 2. Once more, the first case, if we divides minus 8 divides minus 4, both of them are negative. We simply divides as whole number. 8 by 4 is 2 and put a positive sign. We get 2 plus 2. But in the reverse order, minus 4 divides minus 8. 4 has 4 one time, 8 has 4 2 times, and put a positive sign before the answer. We get positive 1 by 2. In this means 2 is not equal to 1 by 2. Integers are not commutative in division. And I give you one more example. 9 divides 3. 9 has 3 times. We get simply answer 3. Then the reverse order, 3 divides 9. 3 has 3 one time. 9 has 3 and put a positive sign. We get 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is not equal to 3. Which means integers are not commutative in division. And next property is associative property under division. If we divides 9 divides 3 is 3 and 3 divides 3, the answer is 1. Okay, we divides the first two integers. 9 divided by 3 is 3 and the answer 3 divides 3 is 1. Okay, now the second case, 9 divides 3 divides 3. 3 divides 3 is 1 and 9 divides 1 is, the answer is 9 has 1 9 times. 9 is not equal to 1, which means associative is not under division in integers. Integers are not associative in division. Okay, dear students, in division of integers, closure property, commutative property and associative property is not satisfied in division of integers. Okay, it is the sixth example in your textbook. In a test, 5 marks are given for every correct answers and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answers. Radhika answered all questions and scored 30 marks, and though she got 10 correct answers. The number of questions are not given. Okay. Jay also answered all questions and scored minus 12 marks, though he got 4 correct answers. How many incorrect answers had they attempt? Is that question? Okay, in this question as given, marks are given for 1 correct answer is 5. So marks are given for 10 correct answer is 10 into 5, 50. But Radhika's actual score is 30. Isn't it? Radhika's actual score is 30, but her marks in 10 correct answer is 50. Then how many marks in incorrect answers? We can simply find marks obtained for incorrect answers is 30 minus 50 is minus 20. Minus 20 is the marks, total marks in incorrect answers. Okay, minus 20 is the total marks in incorrect answers. Then marks are given for 1 incorrect answer is minus 2. Is given in this question. Marks are given for 1 incorrect answer is minus 2. So the total incorrect answers marks is minus 20. Then how many questions incorrect answers. So the number of incorrect answers minus 20 divides minus 2. Both of them are negative integers. Then we simply divide as whole number. 20 by 2 is 10 and put a positive sign. We get 10. One more. The marks are given for correct answer is 5. At that way 10 correct answers, she get 50 marks. But Radhika's actual score is 30. Then how many incorrect answers? We can simply find 30 minus 50 is minus 20. Minus 20 is the total incorrect mark. Then marks are given for one incorrect answer is minus 2. Then minus 20 by minus 2 is 10. 10 incorrect answers she attempted. And the next one is J score correct answers. Marks are given for 4 correct answers. It's a J score. J score is 5 into 4 is 20. But the actual score, J score is minus 12. Okay. He attempted 4 correct answers. Then his score is 20. But actual score is minus. Then what's the different marks obtained for incorrect answers? Minus 12 minus 20 is minus 32. For one incorrect answers is minus 2. Then number of incorrect answers minus 32 divides minus 2. Both of them are negative integers. 2 by 2 is 16 and put a positive sign. Dear students, in this class we discussed about division of integers. You must think, when we divide a positive integer by a negative integer or a negative integer by a positive integer, we simply divide as whole number and put a negative sign. In the case of both of them are negative integers, we simply divide as whole number and put a positive sign. And closure property and commutative property and associative property are not satisfied in division of integers. And if you have any doubts, please contact me personally.